Good everyone, my name is Graphics. Today we want to look at another example, another problem on differentiation. Now it goes like this. It says y is equals to e raised power 1 plus x over 1 minus x. That is like an exponential function, right? So when you want to do this, you're going to represent this value up here by any variable of your choice, right? Now when you see a function like this, you should know you are going to be using what is called chain rule, right? So representing this guy with a variable here, we'll say that what, let u be equals to what, 1 plus x all over what, 1 minus what, 1 minus x, 1 minus x, right? Now if you now rewrite this, the y will now be what, e to the power of what, u, exponential u. Now I will now differentiate u with respect to x, right? So I'm going to put it differentiating u with respect to what, x, right? So I'll write this out. This will be u equals to 1 plus x all over 1 minus x. That's what we're differentiating. Now if I'm to do that, this will not be, I'll not repeat, this is what, quotient rule, because they are dividing each other. So I'll now say, okay, I'll represent, I say let, since I've used u before, I must not use u again to avoid confusion. And I say let v be equals to what, 1 plus x, and w be equals to 1 minus x, right? So if I differentiate v with respect to x, I might be having the v over what, the x. So I'll be having the v over the x, and that will give me 1. And I'll be having the w all over what, the x, and this will give me what, minus 1 when you differentiate that using your normal mode of differentiation. Because this is a constant, this will become 0. This is a constant, remains 0. So we differentiate x, if we have 1, and there's a negative there, so we have y is minus 1. Now, since it's quotient rule and we're differentiating u with respect to x, I'm going to say that the u, right, all over what, the x, will give me the subtraction of both of them because of division. So we have the v all over what, the x, minus the w all over what, the x. Now since this is v, I'm going to put w here, and since this is w, I'm going to put v here, right? Everything all over the first guy square, which is the first guy, the first variable, that is w squared. This is the formula for what? For quotient rule. Now if I start inputting my values, my w is equals to 1 minus x, right? And the v over the x is equals to 1. This is the v over the x, 1 minus my v is 1 plus x, 1 plus x into the bracket, right? Then my dw over the x is minus 1. So I'm going to divide everything by what, w squared. What is my w? 1 minus x. So we have 1 minus x all squared, right? So if I open this, 1 times 1 is 1 minus x. So we have minus times minus is what? Plus. we have 1 plus x. Everything all over 1 minus x all square, right? So if you look at this, the negative x will equate a positive x. 1 plus 1 will equal to what? 2. So this is equals to what? 2 all over what? 1 minus x all what? All square. So that's what we have. 1 minus x all square. So from here, this is my du all over what? The x. Now gotten the u over the x. Also, we are going to be differentiating. We'll be differentiating y with respect to what? U here in this equation here. Then we have we've done this, and the next one is this again. So y is equals to what? EU, that is exponential u. So my y will be equals to what? EU, right? So if I differentiate this, my du all over what? My dy over what? Du is going to give me still the same value, EU. So whenever I differentiate EU, you have EU as in exponential u, you also have exponential u. Now from here we move forward. Now we are using chain rule, right? So we now say that therefore, what are we differentiating? Back to our question. We are differentiating y with respect to what? X. So I'm going to write it this way by saying that therefore the y all over what? The x is equals to we have the u over what? The x minus, as in multiplied by the v dy over what? The x. Dy over the u, sorry. Dy over the u. Because this can equate this. So we're left with what? Dy over the x. Now this will now be, what is my du over the x? My du over the x is what? 2 over 1 minus x squared. So we have 2 over 1 minus x all square multiplied by dy over the u. My dy all over the u is giving us what? EU, right? We have the EU. So from here, this will now give me if I multiply this by this, I'll have 2e, but this time I'll not put u anymore, right? What is my u? My u from the beginning here is giving us what? 1 plus x over 1 minus x. So I'll come here and I'll place it on top. 1 plus x, right? Over what? Over 1 minus x. Everything all over what? 1 plus 1 minus x all square. So you can put it this way, right? So this is my dy all over what? The x. Either you put it this way, or you simply, anyhow you want to write that, or you simply write it and say this way, or you write it this way. We're saying 2 all over 1 minus x all square. Then we have e1 plus x over 1 minus x. So you can put it this way also. So this is what we have. So if you find the video helpful, don't forget to click on the subscribe button.